How did the Vietnam War influence counterculture bookstores? How did the Vietnam War influence counterculture bookstores? This question takes us back to a time when young people were questioning authority and seeking new ideas. The Vietnam War was a major catalyst for the counterculture movement in the 1960s. It sparked a wave of opposition, especially among college students who faced the draft. This growing distrust of the government led many to search for alternative sources of information. Counterculture bookstores became essential spaces during this time. They offered literature that challenged mainstream narratives and government policies. These bookstores were filled with radical publications, pamphlets, and books that questioned the war. They promoted peace and explored new political and social ideas. Many of the works found in these stores were hard to find elsewhere. They included anti-war literature, writings on civil rights, feminism, environmentalism, and psychedelic culture. These books provided a platform for voices critical of the war and the establishment. They helped spread the ideals of peace, love, and social justice that define the counterculture movement. The presence of these bookstores on or near college campuses made them focal points for organizing protests and discussions. They became gathering places for students who wanted to engage in activism linked to the anti-war movement. The Vietnam War also intensified the embrace of alternative lifestyles and philosophies among young people. Many books sold in these stores reflected this shift. They featured Eastern spirituality, experimental art, and critiques of consumerism and militarism. The brutality of the war and its media coverage inspired a generation to seek new ways of thinking and living. Counterculture bookstores became the embodiment of that quest. They symbolized the spirit of rebellion and hope of the era. More than just retail spaces, they served as community centers where young people gathered to exchange ideas and find solidarity. The impact of the Vietnam War on these bookstores highlights how intertwined political events and cultural movements were during the decade. They reminded us of a time when literature and activism went hand in hand. These bookstores influenced how information was shared outside mainstream channels. They encouraged independent thought and activism, nurturing a generation that questioned traditional values and authority. In summary, counterculture bookstores played a vital role in shaping the counterculture movement during the Vietnam War. They provided access to alternative literature and fostered a sense of community among those seeking change.